Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Heather with Heather's Country Crochet, and I want to welcome those that will be watching today on replay. And if you do watch on replay, please. And I want to welcome.
Sorry.
Okay, I was wondering where the echo came from. But yeah, if you're watching on replay, please leave a comment in the comments to let us know you watched the replay. And also feel free to answer any questions that we ask on today's live. And if anyone's in the chat, please leave a comment to let us know you're here. So, how are you doing today, Heather?
I'm good. Just been working on some Christmas presents and things like that, trying to get some crocheting done. Been kind of busy the last couple of weeks. My life's been on like fast track.
I know it seems like for a while there you feel like you have all this time, and then next thing you know, it goes by so quick.
Yeah, it's just like on you, like you blink and there it is.
Hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good today. Had some craziness, as you know, when it came to going live today,
Right.
because I'm supposed to reset my hours on StreamYard on the 13th, and I even contacted StreamYard to see why I hadn't gotten my hours yet, and they said what it is. It goes by the time that you did your account, and they said I did mine around 2 p.m. So
Oh no.
it'll reset around 2.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. I was like, I didn't know if we were, if we weren't going to be able to go live today. Because I'm not the biggest fan of using Restream. I much prefer using StreamYard for my lives. I'm just more comfortable with it. But let's see, we have Geraldine here. Hi,
Hey.
Gerald. Hi, Geraldine. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And but yeah, this after my live, I plan to start working on my peppermint blanket, making some more peppermints. And
Yeah. I
when
watched one of your videos where you were showing it and it's looking good. It looks tedious.
because I'm over there going lately, I'm like, I feel like I'm showing the exact same thing in
Yeah.
my videos.
I feel that way sometimes too when I'm showing mine because I'm working on the same stuff because of it being Christmas.
Which now once I get to the smaller little motifs, then I'll feel like okay, it looks a little different now, or when I start connecting it. But it's like even though the edging is different, it's not that drastic of a difference. Where most people may not even notice it watching the video. But
Now,
yeah,
is your peppermint blanket, is that your own pattern or is it a
no,
pattern that you're going by?
it's a Crochet Crowds tutorial.
Oh, okay. Well, it's looking good so far. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
I watched the latest one that you had uploaded showing it, and I was like, man, because like I said, it looks tedious.
And it took a while to figure out what to do when it came to making those peppermints.
Right.
'Cause first I was watching and I'm like, okay, how do I do this? No, this isn't right. I think it took me like about almost a whole day to finally get it.
Yeah. I know, like I've wanted to try like the spiral blankets, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do that or not. Because I'm not one that likes to really have to change colors a whole lot. Um, so that stuff, it gets into some really tedious stuff. I actually did one of my very first graph gan type things here for a Christmas present, and man, that thing took me forever. It seemed like.
Yeah, see, like I actually like doing color work. The worst part is the weaving in all the loose strands, but the more you do it, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
So it's like I've kind of gotten used of it.
Right.
And I don't know, like, even though, like, I don't care for all the, you know, all the weaving, but I also, like, if I wanna make something that I really like, then I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't let it stop me. But, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I know with me, like, I'll look at something or see a pattern or something, and I'll be like, man, I really like that. I want to do it. Then I'll start it. And then if it's like too tedious, I'll set it to the side and not pick it back up for a while, give it a break because I like get aggravated with it. So, but then a lot of things I'll start and then I'm like, man, I really like this pattern. And before I know it, I'm finished with it. And I'm like, wow.
See,
So,
I don't
yeah.
feel like that with, blankets. I feel like blankets take me forever.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do. I love making blankets. I have a whole stack of blankets.
And let's see, Geraldine says she's working on slippers. And we have Sandra, Sharon, and Tracy joining us. How are y'all ladies doing today? And what are y'all working on? And I'm so happy to see you, Tracy. I've missed you. Um, Tracy's been away for a while. She had to have a medical procedure done, and then she unfortunately lost her father.
Oh no.
She hasn't been around lately, but I'm glad she's here. Yay, Tracy!
Yay. Well, hopefully everything's going better for her now.
And Sandra says, be careful when you wash the peppermint blanket. A lady a few years ago ended up with a pink and white blanket. I put white vinegar in the wash water to set colors.
Mm,
I'll remember that.
yeah. Good advice.
Yeah, and I usually always wash stuff in cold water too, but I
Hmm.
know sometimes stuff can still bleed.
Right.
But yeah, I'll have to remember that. And let's see. Fish Ranch Home is here. Hi, Fish Ranch. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? So, Heather, you want to go ahead and tell everyone more about yourself and your channel?
All right. Um, well, I'm Heather, obviously. But my channel's Heather's Country Crochet. I actually just recently started it in November. And I mostly just get on there and talk about crochet, or what I'm working on, or just whatever I got going on at that time. I do some tutorials on there. I am a startup creator for patterns. I have started creating some of my own patterns that I'm going to be doing tutorials for and stuff on my YouTube channel. I I do yarn haul videos. I do some giveaways. So yeah, I think that about covers it. Everybody's welcome to check it out if they want to.
Awesome. And do you have any whips or finished projects you want to show everyone?
I do have a few whips that I'm working on for like Christmas presents. I can show this since my husband's not going to be watching this. I can't show it on my channel because my channel he watches. But I'm actually currently working on a sweater. He loves green. Green is like his favorite color. And this is with the Premier Puzzle yarn. I have one sleeve done. I've got to do the other sleeve. But yeah, that's a sweater that I'm working
Nice.
on for him. And that actually comes off from Bag of um, pattern that she has for a men's sweater on her YouTube channel. And then I was talking about that Grafgan thing that I'd done.
Hmm.
This is it. It's not completely finished yet
Ooh,
because it's gonna be a pillow, but this is also for my husband. He loves chickens, y'all.
I love that.
He's obsessed with chickens. So I done this, and then this is gonna be the back part. It's two granny squares that go together, and
That's
then
nice.
I'm going to put it together as a pillow for him. And um, I'm doing a Christmas blanket on my channel that I'm doing like a crochet along thing for, and it's a stitch
Mm,
sampler. It's 24 days, like a 24-day countdown type stitch sampler blanket for Christmas. That's what I've got of it so far. I still got to catch up on my days for it. And
ooh.
then there's one blanket that I'm working on for my dad, and it's kind of like different shaped squares. I'm not gonna be able to show it all, but you see a little bit of it.
That's nice.
It's all different shaped squares that's just joined together. It's big, so
That is nice.
thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Um, I don't really have anything finished.
And I love your hat and your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Now the hat I made from Bonnie Bay's pattern for her long stocking hat. Hers is
Mm.
different colors. It's not Christmas colors, but I just wanted one that looked like Christmas. But and then this sweater I actually got from Avon years ago, a few years ago. They had they had it and I bought it, and I have another one that's got like little sequins on it.
But yeah, I'm actually working on a knitted stocking hat that's red and white striped.
I don't know how to knit. All I know how to do is crochet. I want to eventually learn to knit. I just my everything is so busy for me right now. I don't have time to learn how to knit.
But yeah, it's like I do knitting and crocheting.
That's awesome.
And let's see, we had some more people join us. Let's see. Isla joined us. And I thought there was someone else. Oh, Nisi. Yeah, Nisi too. How are y'all to do how are y'all doing today and what are y'all working on? And let's see. Sharon's working on a set of 4 washcloths for Christmas. Nice. And Fish Ranch Home is working on going fishing in the creek to catch native fish for my tank. Can I
Oh,
go fishing with you? Fishing just sounds so relaxing right now. And let's see. Sandra says I started a rectangle shawl with a stitch from Allison Russell's channel. I like her channel. She has some good tutorials. The one where she has no name for the stitch kind of looks like a mini cable. I think that's the same stitch that I'm using in a blanket that I'm designing the pattern for.
mhm.
The first stitch I used was her no name stitch for that blanket.
I'm designing a shawl, or not a shawl, a poncho to that has like cable stitches in it. That it's a work in progress for real. I have no idea when that will be done or when the pattern will be ready or anything else because it's gonna take me a while.
My big blanket will take me a while too
Yeah.
because it's on pause right now so I can finish the peppermint blanket.
Hmm.
And then I'll probably go back to it after. But then I may take a break from blankets and work on a few other things first. I don't know yet. But
I know you in your videos you were talking about you were making a temperature blanket. How do you
mhm.
like doing that? I tried this year and I went with the granny square type temperature blanket and it just did not go well with me. So I don't know if maybe I'm thinking about maybe trying it a different way for next year, trying again. But so how do you like, the
I,
temperature blanket thing?
I love doing temperature blankets. I did my first one last year, and the one I did last year was knitted. And I do have to admit, I find knit seems to work better when it comes to getting the right length for a
Mhm.
temperature blanket. Um, this year I did granny stitch, and I had to kind of compensate because I did the average temperature for the week instead of the daily, and I did 3 rows for each week. And I didn't get as much color variation as I would have liked. I mean, I still like the blanket, don't get me wrong, but, but typically you see more color changes in a temperature blanket. Now the next year, I'm gonna go back to doing a knitted one, and I wanna do it in the chevron stitch,
Mm,
shades of pink.
that'll be neat. See, I
And
considered trying to do one like maybe in just a short stitch, like a single crochet, but that is just so repetitive. I don't want to do it that way. But because I don't want it to be so huge that, nobody, you can't even use it or carry it around or nothing. But I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out.
and I know, like, I've been told even with the single crochet stitch, they come out on the large side.
Right.
So, and I know people have done granny squares,
Hmm.
when it comes to their temperature blanket. Now if you go on Ravelry, they have a they usually have a group each year when it comes to making temperature blankets, and you might be able to get ideas there.
Okay. I know I've seen a couple on YouTube with like the different stitches. I think somebody used like the moss stitch. And then, like I said, with the granny square. See, what I was doing was I was just taking and doing, I took the high for every day. And so I was just making one huge granny square for the month. And then I was going to just join them all together. But there, I mean, the the square for 1 month would almost equal to be a baby blanket. It's so big. I was like, I just don't know how this is gonna work.
But I have seen people do granny squares. So you may come across someone that has a way that works with it.
Mhm. I know Jada and Stitches, when she did hers, she done like I think it was like a 2-row granny for each day of the month. And then but I mean her blanket turned out to be really huge too. Maybe there's just no way around making it really huge. I
And
mean,
I kind of suspect that with crochet.
right.
Or like maybe another thing that might work better, like doing half the year,
Yeah.
like doing like one blanket for half the year and another blanket for the other half.
Mhm. I mean, I could see if you're gonna make it a bedspread, that hugeness is okay for it, but, I mean, if you want it to just be something to throw on on the couch, I mean, that's just gonna be way too big.
See, and the one that I'm doing this year, I was wanting it to be like a bedspread. So that's
Yeah,
part of the reason mine is so huge.
right. Yeah, so that
But
works.
but yeah, but I am planning to do a temperature blanket challenge, which I need to work on that video. Hopefully I can get it done in about a week. But I
Yeah,
do need to start getting that video done for my challenge. But I need to what I need to do is get all my pink yarn that I'm going to be using in the blanket and chart like which temperatures, which color, because I want to show that when I do the video to kind of help explain how, like, for those that's never done one before, how you go about
right,
making one. But but yeah, that's a video I do need to get done. Hopefully pretty soon.
right. I have a lot of videos I need to try to get done too, and just there's not enough hours in the day.
And with the challenge, I want to do a giveaway.
Right.
Like those that complete their temperature blankets, I'll enter them in a random drawing and pick a winner. Like I hadn't decided if I'm going to wait until the end of January or February to give people to finish their blankets. Because I know usually most people need a little extra time.
I know on mine that I started this year, I think I only got through March. I did horrible, horrible.
So like a part of me was like the end of January, but then I wonder if I should give, till the end of February. So that is one thing, if y'all are interested in doing the challenge, let me know in the comments or in the chat if you would prefer the end of January or the end of February on it. And let's see. If y'all don't have Heather, go check her out. Throw some yarn in her window, show her your yarny love and support.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And Fish Ranch says, I do pet fishes and my animals and showing off tanks with fishes in them and fishing and walking my dogs. Nice. And let's see. Nisi says, I'm working on Little Man's teddy bear right now. Nice. And, okay. It looks like I'm caught up in the chat. Oh, yeah, I have some good news for y'all. I am so close to getting my watch hours. I only have 28 more hours to go.
That's great.
So it's possible I could have it tomorrow.
Right.
Because I think tomorrow will count the hours for whenever I went live Saturday. So it is possible that I might have enough watch hours. But it's close. I mean, definitely within the next week I will have it.
That's awesome.
And then I'll be applying for monetization. And
Mm-hmm.
once I get approved, then I'll decide when I'm going to do my monetization party. And also, it'll be a cross between my monetization and my 1 year podiversary because I make 1 year December 28th. So it'll be a combination of the two.
That'll be cool.
But I figure I'll probably give about 2 weeks from once I hear, once I get approved before I do the actual party.
Yeah.
Let's see. Isla says, I got my first 100 watch hours. Yay, awesome.
Congratulations.
But one piece of advice for those of y'all that are new to having a channel, you really want to start going live fairly early with your channel because it really helps with your watch hours. Um like
I was actually curious about that. See, I just do my podcast videos, and because I didn't know how the live things worked as far as going towards those watch hours and stuff. So I'm glad you said that.
but you will notice a big difference in your watch hours doing lives. And like I forgot what I was gonna say.
That
I'm
happens
having one of those
so much.
days. But yeah, but you will notice a difference. And like I had a little over 400 subscribers whenever I started, and I really wish I would have started going live a little sooner than what I did. Um, like I was advised around 300 to 400 subscribers, but I've seen some channels that are pretty new that just start going live right away. So, but I was like me, I wanted to make sure I had people, that would be there at my live. I was so scared of going live and nobody being there. So I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I had enough subscribers that someone should show up.
Yeah. That's me. I'm like, I'm gonna be just talking to nobody. That's the way I feel anyway. But
And and, like, sometimes, especially, like, at the beginning of a live, sometimes, no one has shown up yet, and
right,
that is the hardest part of a live
yeah,
because you feel like you're talking to nobody.
right. I mean, you know that somebody's gonna do the watch it over after it's over with, but I mean, so obviously somebody's gonna see the very beginning, but when there's nobody there right to start with, you're like, let me just talk to this wall for a minute.
And, like, you don't wanna get, like, too much into everything,
Hmm.
so you're kinda just trying to make some small talk, until, you start seeing some people show up.
Right,
But, yeah, that's, like, the hardest part of a live.
right.
Let's see. Sharon says, "Awesome. I'm enjoying getting to know everyone through your lives. Awesome." And that's one thing that, like, that's what I'm trying to do is help where y'all can get to know, other content creators, where we all get to know each other better in the Yorny community. And let's see.
Okay, Connie, I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
With you being in Louisiana and me being down here in Alabama, I know you know everybody watches Swamp People. So I gotta know, have you ever met any of the people from Swamp People?
No.
Well, I had to ask.
I I I don't even watch Swamp People.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh. That is like the awesomest show. Me and my son, we love to watch Swamp People.
And let's see. Sandra says, "I enjoy the lives with content creators. Helps to find new channels." And let's see. Yeah, when we say throwing yarn in someone's window, it means that someone subscribed or to subscribe to their channel. That's what that means. Let's see. Carol's here and Brenda. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? Yep, exactly. YouTube can be funny about using that word in comments and chats because this is something I notice. Like whenever people leave a comment that seems to disappear, a lot of times they comment something to that effect, or they'll say like, "Let's help each other out," or something like that. And YouTube don't like that.
That's weird.
But I mean, I've seen other, regular comments that disappear too. So
Wow. Hmm.
yeah, because what happens is you get the notification and you see someone left a comment, and then you normally you click on it and it takes you to the comment. But sometimes it won't take you to the comment, and like you can't and you can't reply to it. You go to the video, the comment's not there, and it's like, where did it go?
I've noticed that too. Like my videos say like you have 3 comments, but it only shows 2. And I'm like, where's the other one?
Now,
Oh,
sometimes I also think like when like that happens, it could be you had a spam comment
okay.
and YouTube may have automatically, taken it down, or someone
Mhm.
could have reported it before you saw it and YouTube had taken it down.
See, I
But
wonder that. But,
but yeah, the comments can be really glitchy on
right.
YouTube. Um, I this past week, all of a sudden, I had like 13 really old comments pop up in my YouTube studio. Like I had never seen these comments before. And normally like when it happened it's like one or like one or two. But this was a lot. It was like 13 of them. I was like,
That's
where
weird.
where have
Yeah.
y'all been all this time?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I think that YouTube Studio is having some glitches or something right now because earlier I was on there looking at my analytics and stuff, and it was saying something about that it's a known that there's
Mhm.
a known glitch going on or something like that.
YouTube can be very glitchy.
Mhm.
Just like notifications. I hear it all the time. I didn't get the notification for the live and it's like,
Mhm.
that's YouTube. And if you don't want to miss out on a live, probably the best thing to do is like set your alarm on your phone to the
Right.
times. That way you won't miss them because I would not rely on YouTube notifications.
Yeah. I miss a lot of notifications that I should be getting for the YouTubers that I follow. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I even have heard stuff where like sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you from a channel.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
crazy.
that happened to me one time because I'm subscribed to Kindle Ray. It's a true crime channel.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, I noticed I wasn't subscribed to her channel. I'm like, "What happened?"
Right.
And I didn't unsubscribe.
Yeah. That'd be really inconvenient for like your yarn giveaway videos that people do because, in all of the yarn giveaway videos, they one of the rules for the yarn giveaways is you have to be subscribed. And if YouTube unsubscribes you and you've left a comment on the video and the you happen to win that giveaway and they go over and see you ain't subscribed, they're gonna be like, you can't win, you know? That would be really inconvenient.
And unfortunately, it's like there's really nothing we can do.
I know.
You know, you
Yep.
just got, you just got to make do with how it is.
Yep.
And let's see. Brenda says, popping in for a bit. I'm waiting at the vet. Stormy Cat has a cold. Oh, and may need more teeth removed, but needs blood work to see if he can handle being put under for the surgery because he's 18. Oh, poor Stormy. And Stormy's a beautiful kitty.
Oh,
And let's see.
I now have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
Yes, this is also some good advice here. When you subscribe to a new channel and you watch someone's video for the first time, you really need to make sure your comment is relevant to that video.
Okay.
And like and one thing too, like whenever you comment to like if you go to subscribe, it really is best to make sure you watch a video and comment. Because I think like if you don't interact enough, YouTube tends to take like the subscribers away. That's one thing too that tends to happen.
Hmm. That's
Especially especially like if they don't comment, I think.
hmm.
But we don't completely know what YouTube does in their world.
No. No.
It's a guessing game, but you notice like certain things.
Right. Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, Sandra saying on your comments, click the filter by. It shows top comments and newest first. Comments can show up in either. Yeah, and I check all over for my comments
Mhm.
because most of the comments you don't even get a notification for. You got to find them in the YouTube studio, and then you got to like check the other like tabs and stuff like that. Because every now and then a comment gets stuck in there.
Yeah, it'll just like slip by you.
And let's see. Carol wants to know who I watch for true crime. I love Kendall Ray. She's my favorite. Let me type it in the chat so you know how it's spelled. Wait just a minute. Okay. Another one I like is Brooke McKenna. Um, and then there's Stephanie Harlow is another one. And there's one Danielle something. I can't think of her last name. But those are the ones that I tend to watch the most. And Nisi says, I watch a video that is at least 3 minutes long. I watch it all the way through, comment, like, then I hit the subscribe button. Next, I pick another video of at least 3 minutes long. And she says, I like and leave a unique comment pertaining to that video. And that usually helps the subscription stick.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's get into some questions.
All right.
We haven't asked any yet. Okay. So, do you prefer a tablet or a computer and why? I typically prefer a computer because I like to be able to type. Like if I have anything to like if I'm typing an email or replying to an email or even like replying to a text, I prefer to be able to type and not have to now now when it comes to like phones and stuff like that, they are good for like if you're kind of just wanting to scroll or look that where you're not really doing much typing, but overall I prefer a computer. How about you, Heather?
I'm the same. I'd prefer the computer. Um, I don't really do the tablet thing. The I mean, I do a lot on my phone, like you said, but as far as because I mean, I text and I do my emails from my phone, everything. But as far as the like anything that I actually have to type a lot of, I do from the computer. I choose to do my videos from the computer, everything. Even though my camera quality on it's not that great. It's just easier.
But yeah, like I've never used my phone for videos.
I did try one time using my phone as a video, and it was like skinny. Like the video wound up being skinny. And then, of course, my son being all tech savvy, he's like, Mama, you got to expand it. I was like, well, I didn't know. but yeah, I'd rather use a computer. It's just easier that way. I don't have to do any kind of special anything really to my video. Once it's done, it's done. I can just upload it.
Yeah, because I use my blogging camera here, film from there, my regular videos, and then I edit it on my computer and upload from my computer. And like my lives, I have a web camera.
Right.
Like I'm right in front of my computer right now.
Now I do my tutorials on my phone, but um I the way that I have my setup right now is I have it on a tripod stand that just faces down, and I have to kind of like work around it like this on the other side of it to do the tutorial. It's really uncomfortable. So I gotta I'm working on trying to figure out a different setup for that.
I know I find it's awkward doing tutorials. It's like at first like I had my tripod like right in front of me. and I
Mhm.
felt like, you know, you're hugging.
Mhm.
And then I tried doing it where I had the camera more up, going down, like I had it like on top of like a box. But like whenever I tried doing it like that, I was going out of camera range way too much.
Yep.
So I need to play around with that more because I really want to do more tutorials on my channel.
Mhm.
And I know that's something that like I haven't been as good about as having as many tutorials.
Right.
But and I want to do tutorials on the stitches that I'm using on the blankets,
Mhm.
on that blanket that I'm designing.
Yeah.
But that is something I really need to work on this coming year, is to be better with doing tutorials.
Right. Yeah, I'm wanting to get me a camera like that I can put a disc in because it really uses up a lot of like storage on my phone doing the videos that way. So I want to get me a camera. I'm going to get me a camera. But and then I'm going to figure out a different way cuz I want it to be to where that it can just kind of set up like on the table or something and then me work under it for my tutorials rather than, me having to work around a tripod because that is kind of aggravating sometimes because sometimes I'll be like mid filming and I'll bump the tripod and then my camera just goes, my phone's moving and everything. And I just apologize in the middle of the video. But
And that's the thing. It's like getting that perfect like angle.
mhm,
And like ideally you really kind of want it where you can like hang it up high
yeah.
where it's not in your way at all, but I I don't know how to do it like, you know, get it like that. I don't really have the equipment for that.
Me either. And I mean, you've also got to be able to see into the camera to make sure that you're in the camera. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
And even though you keep looking in your viewfinder, when you look, you're in the you drift.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. So I'll ask you a question now.
Okay.
Uh,
Actually, let me catch up on reading some of the comments and reading
okay. Okay.
some of the answers they everyone put in the comments. Isla was talking about the fluctuation between 4 subscribers. They come in one day or go on the next. Yeah,
Hmm.
you will see a lot of fluctuation.
Yep.
And it seems like mine just now started to seem like it's finally staying still. But then it kind of like it did jump up a few, and then it kind of like went back down. I think it went back up a little to, I don't know, but you know, you just kind of, you know, and if you're doing a channel, don't let that stuff get to you, because more, you know, you're gonna see the fluctuations. You are.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it does stem from YouTube.
Hmm. I've noticed it here lately in mine. It's been kind of like going up and down, up and down. Where to start with, it was just like going up. And I was like, wow. And then I started like seeing, here and there, it would be like one less where the day before it was, it had more or whatever. And I was like, well, that's weird. And so like the next day there would be like five new, or and then the next day two more would be gone. I'm like, okay, so it's gonna fluctuate.
Hmm.
Right.
And let's see. Carol's asking, does it matter if I use emojis in my comment? Typically, it doesn't matter. You know, as long as you have like, you know, text to your comment. Now, if you like really go to town with like 20 emojis in a comment, then I don't know, YouTube may consider that spam. But like, you know, I'd say probably five, like about 5 emojis or less, YouTube should be cool with. And let's see, Geraldine says iPad. Sandra says laptop. Yeah. Now the laptop I have is really pokey, but but I do like a laptop too. Um Now the one thing though that like I'm funny with a laptop, like I have to use a mouse with a laptop. I can't use that little keyboard thing on the keyboard, that touchpad thingy.
Yep.
Uh-uh.
Same here. I attach a mouse. I have is a laptop, but I attach my mouse to it and a regular keyboard.
Mhm.
Because if I'm trying to type on a laptop, my thumbs are hitting that touchpad. So my mouse is going everywhere and then it stops typing and everything. And I'm like, I just get frustrated. So yeah, I use my laptop like it's a desktop.
And Brenda says, computer is so much easier for me. I need the keyboard and to see what I am looking at better. Mm, And let's see. Isla says, I do everything on my iPad. I would love a Windows laptop though. And Sharon says, computer, I am better with multiple tabs there. Oh, I love the tabs. Like I'll have like 10 tabs open at once. Frank always gives me a hard time about it. And Sharon says, but the tablet I can sit on the couch and crochet and watch. Yeah. That's the one nice thing about like the phone.
Mhm.
And Isla says, I need a crochet a pillow for my iPad. And she said she does so much not to have a princess pillow. Well, I guess you're still referring to the phone, I guess. Sandra says I'm old and old school. Phones are for calls and nowadays taking pictures. Mm, Let's see. Okay. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Okay. So you want to ask the next question, Heather?
All right. It says, do you prefer to receive an email or a letter and why? Um, well, for me, emails are faster and you can reply a lot faster. It's not as quick as a text message, but you know, but every now and then it is nice to get a letter in the mail because everything is so teched up these days. When you go to your mailbox and you open it up and you see a letter in there or even a Christmas card or some kind of card, it lets you know that people are really thinking about you, so it makes you feel better, you know. Um so yeah, emails are great, text messages are great for something quick, but honestly, I think I would prefer a letter because at least you know then that somebody really sat down and took the time to think about you, you know?
Mm, yeah, I find letters are more personable,
Right.
and it's something about actually getting a letter. But in the same aspect, email is so convenient and so much faster.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I could just I can type way faster than I can write, and then my hand starts hurting when I write. And it's funny. It's like you could tell it's been a while since being in school because, like, when you're younger and you're in school, it's like you're so used to always writing, it doesn't bug you. But
Right.
like when you get out of the habit of doing a lot of writing, it's like, this is a struggle now.
Yeah. I know. I just got the harsh reality when my son went back to school this year that I've actually been out of school for 17 years. And I was like, are you serious? No, it can't
I
be that.
know. It don't feel like it's that long.
No. It just that reality just kind of hits you in the face sometimes, you know. It's like, no.
Let's see. We have Regina, Miguel, and Laura Lee that joined us. Hello, y'all. And what are y'all working on? Let's see. Geraldine says she prefers email. And Laura Lee says, I like both. I love my pen pals.
Hmm.
And that's one thing. You don't see the pen pals like, how you used to,
Right.
like the handwritten letters back and forth.
Yep.
And let's see, I lost my place. Okay, there I am. And Brenda says emails for most things, but I appreciate a physical letter or card more. It's nice to get something in the mail that isn't a bill or junk. Yes.
Man.
I love getting like real mail.
Right. It's like, oh, this is something I can
Sorry.
actually not throw away or have to pay.
Exactly. And let's see. Regina says she's working and lurking. And Sharon says mostly I say email because it's quicker and doesn't need stamps. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. Susan's here. How are you doing today, Susan? And what are you working on? And Regina's still working on her dishcloth, about to bind off. Awesome. And Laura Lee says, my granddaughter wanted a Christmas stocking, and I am drinking my Folgers coffee. Still working on the willow blanket, too. Awesome. I might make me some coffee after my live. I say that. I say that all the time, though. And most of the time, I end up not doing it.
I can drink coffee all day long.
I used to be able to drink it more, but now it tends to, like, kind of upset my stomach.
It does that to
So
people.
I I have a harder time with it now.
Hmm.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Do you prefer using a pen or a pencil and why? Um, I prefer a pen. Like when it comes to pencils, I have to have a sharp point on my pencil. And like especially like, whenever I was in school and stuff, and you had to use pencils, like especially for math, how
Mhm.
it would be like I was always at that pencil sharpener, or when they had the electric ones, which the electric tend to be better about getting the sharper point.
Mhm.
Now when I do use a pencil, I prefer the lead pencils where the lead, you press down and the lead comes out. I find those tend to do better for me. So like when I do like Sudoku puzzles, I'll
Yeah.
use one of those mechanical pencils. That's what they're called. But yeah. So how about you, Heather?
For me, I prefer a pen for most things. But like if I'm writing a pattern or something, and but the way that I do it, I write down as I go and like as I'm making it, and it just kind of unfolds that way. But I find that using a pencil for that is easier because then I can erase and you know things like that as I go without having to just scribble through it. But for the most part, I prefer pen. Um, it just I don't know, it works a lot better. I don't
Mm.
really. I'm like you. I don't really like the dual tip thing. I use the lead pencils myself too, or mechanical pencils. Yeah, when I do use a pencil for anything.
Now the only thing that I don't care for with ink pens, and this is mostly because I'm left-handed, whenever I write, my hand, so I'll get like ink.
Yeah.
like whenever I was sending out my Christmas cards, you could see the ink smeared on some of the cards I sent out. And I'm like, oops, sorry. Really, I really want to get some more cords sent out. I get to it before Christmas. It's like I used one book of stamps already, and I'm like, I need to get more stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it. And we're getting closer and closer to Christmas now.
Mhm. Yeah, just a few short days left now. And I still have so many projects left to finish.
It just passes too soon.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Warren's here. Hi, Warren. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? He says, cord is in the mail, working on granny squares. Awesome, Warren. And Laura Lee's asking if the tree skirt worked. Kind of. The thing is, I'd really love where I could get it situated where it would show in my videos. And so like as it is, I have my little tree on a box to elevate it enough to where it shows on my video. But like on the box, it kind of it the skirt drapes over it. So I don't know what I'm thinking about doing so people can see all the lovely stuff that like people have sent, like the Christmas cords, Christmas ornaments. I'm thinking about starting to do it where I take a picture and put it like in my intro
Hmm.
because I know if I get the more cords that come in, it'll get to where you're not going to be able to see all of them, even though I have them tacked to my bookshelf behind me. Like some of them will get covered up, with me in front of it, or just won't have the room anymore
Yeah.
for them all to show. But I have been thinking about doing like that, take a picture. Now the tree skirt would probably work best for my larger tree. But like I said, I like having like the stuff that was sent to me like in my videos, and I have the small tree. But I mean it does work per se. It's just I wish I could figure out a way where I could show it better. I don't know. I may have to try to lift the tree up a little more or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a solution.
I wanted to make a tree skirt this year, but I just did not get the time. I had too much other stuff that I had to make.
but but I do love that tree skirt, Laura Lee. It is so cute and beautiful. And I love like the little buttons for the eyes. Let's see. Brenda's heading back from the vet now, but we'll be listening on the way home. So how's Stormy? And let's see. Regina says pencil to make a lot of mistakes, laughing out loud.
Mhm.
But the one thing I find, even though you can erase with pencil, it seems like it tends to make a big old mess.
Yeah, it can sometimes.
And sometimes you start to tear the page too.
Hmm. From erasing too much.
Geraldine says a pen is neater. Yep, that's what I find. And Sharon says to write pen, it doesn't smear as much. To draw pencil, to erase and do different shading. Laura Lee probably uses a pencil more than a pen. And Nisi says, I've got to do more Christmas cards as well. Going to do them tonight. Yeah, because I mean, there's still people that like I really want to send a cord to, and it's like hopefully I get around to where I can send more out. But even if you don't get if people don't get a cord, it doesn't mean that I didn't want to send you one. And I mean, it's just, and also too, I mean, you can kind of only do so many chords.
Yeah. I love doing like the Christmas card exchanges. Um, like like in Facebook groups, a lot of times, like the admin or whatever in there, they'll start it, and then whoever the next person to comment, they send that person above them a, a Christmas card, and then it just kind of goes down the list that way. That way, you're not having to send out so many, but because what you do is you actually send the person that's commented above you and below you, and then it just keeps going. So everybody basically winds up, I think, getting like two Christmas cards a piece from everybody. I don't know. It's cool.
That's a good idea though. But yeah, it's like, I'm here like, oh, I need to get some more supplies. And I need to get more cords too. Because I ran out of my cords. And I had to use some of my older cords, but I prefer I like the glittery type, or like the kind of like the foil type. I love cords like that.
Yeah. I have a
So yeah.
program on my computer where I can like make them and print them. So I do that a lot. So
But it's like, I'm realizing it's like it's already the 13th. It's like time got away.
yep.
And then even like I get another book of stamps, there's still going to be people that I would really like to send a cord to that.
I mean, I suppose you can always send it late. Never late than never.
Actually, like last year, I saw a lot of people that they got Christmas cords in after Christmas.
And that's because of the mail sometimes, because
Hmm.
during this time it's so crazy that it slows everything down. So yeah. Are you ready for the next question, or you still have comments?
I have a couple of more.
Okay.
Let's see. Laura Lee says, as long as you like it and it makes you feel the Christmas spirit. I love it, Laura Lee. I'm like, that was just so sweet that you sent that. And I mean, that's something I'm going to cherish. And I mean, you did awesome, girl. And let's see. Laura Lee says, we got about 4 or 5 inches of snow last night. I'm trying to get out and get you pictures. I've got to go to the post office to mail cords.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of that, I do want to bring that up because that's something that like I realized today. I'm like, I'm thinking there's still plenty of time before my finished projects video. It's the 15th. It's the day after tomorrow. So if y'all have finished projects and y'all want y'all pictures included in the video, get y'all pictures in, email them, or you can post them in my Facebook group. But yeah, tomorrow is the last day to get those pictures in. And then don't forget the 20th, which is only 7 days away, will be the Christmas theme video. Yeah, I think I did my math right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so the Christmas theme video is coming up soon too. So make sure y'all get y'all pictures in for that. And like some ideas, you can do Christmas trees. And I really want to see everyone's Christmas trees. Um Also Christmas decorations, your outdoor Christmas decorations. If you go to any Christmas light displays. Um what were some of the other things? Ugly Christmas sweaters. Or if you make like gingerbread houses, that's an idea. Or your cookies. Elf on the Shelf. Pretty much like I said, anything Christmas related. There may be ideas that like I just haven't thought about yet. So, but yeah, get those Christmas pictures in. But just remember, no children in the pictures. Because YouTube don't like that.
So,
YouTube's funny about that. Okay, let's see. Vicky joined in. Hi, Vicky. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? We're fixing to move on to the next question. And Kaylina joined us too, and Deneen. How are y'all ladies doing? And what are you working on? Okay, so it's your turn to ask the question, I think. Yeah.
okay. So, do you prefer movie candy or popcorn, and why? So, I actually have not been to the movies in years. And it's funny about this question because me and my husband, we were actually just talking about a couple of days ago, like literally a couple of days ago, we were both like, man, we need to go to the movies. But we haven't been in so long. And then, because even before the whole COVID thing started, um, and everything, closed down to where that we couldn't go anywhere, we had not even been, and I don't even know how long before that. But as far as to answer the question, I prefer popcorn with lots and lots and lots of butter. I don't really do the candy thing. I'm not real big on like sweets and stuff most of the time. Every now and then I'll get a, a wild hair for some candy, but not very often. But I'd prefer the popcorn. Most definitely the popcorn.
Let's see. Nancy joined us. Hi, Nancy. How are you today? And what are you working on? Um, I'm basically the same way. I haven't been to the movies in like quite a few years. Um, I don't know like which I gotta kind of be careful how I word this because this is this kind of gets into topics that YouTube don't like. But
Right.
like the movie theater in Lafayette had an incident, if y'all catch my drift. So, and that's close to home. So it just makes you think about the things that can happen in the movie theater. And don't get me wrong, I know you shouldn't let those things rule your life, but today's today it's getting scarier and scarier when
Yes.
stuff like that happens. Um, which I don't know. So for that reason, I kind of tend to prefer watching movies at home.
Hmm.
And you can pause too.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about potty breaks.
Right.
You can just pause that movie. But anyway, back to the subject on it. I prefer the candies. I've never been. I mean, I'll eat popcorn, but I've never been like really really big on popcorn, and I tend to find they make it too buttery. I know that's what most people love, but like I don't know, I don't like real greasy popcorn.
Mm.
And even like most foods and like I don't know, I have trouble like 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 fatty foods I kind of just have trouble with. So it tears my stomach up.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see. Julie's here. Hey, Julie. I should get the biscuit to come around for you. So, how are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And let's see, where did I leave off? Okay. Okay. Sharon says, candy. I'm a chocolate monster.
That's my husband too.
Julie's team popcorn. Let's see. Kaylina says, I'm doing great. I have been doing a lot of baking and I am knitting some Christmas socks. I am also crocheting a Christmas hat for my family. Awesome. And so what all have you been baking, Kaylina? And let's see. Geraldine and Kaylina say popcorn. Nancy says popcorn with extra butter. Nancy says last movie I saw in the movies was Frozen 2. Totally understandable. And Isola says popcorn. The theater here has recliners. Ooh, nice. And the candy boxes are $1 at Walmart. What do you all sneak in? Funny thing is that's the best way to go because
Yeah,
it's so expensive at the theater. It's ridiculous.
it really is.
And let's see. Vicky says she finished her sister's pocket shawl and I'm now trying to figure out what's next. Awesome. Laura Lee says probably candy. Laura Lee saying how is the biscuit? At first I thought you were saying who is the biscuit? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you know who the biscuit is. And for those that don't, that's my husband Frank. Y- Yeah. You'll see him pop in on some videos and he tends to model my makes a lot of times. But he's doing pretty good. He went to the doctor today, which he got back after my live started, so I haven't gotten to talk to him yet about how it went. But for the most part, he's doing good. But he's still having trouble with like the wounds on his legs. So hopefully, he was able to actually get referred to a wound care specialist. Oh, he just said yes, so I think he got it. You saw Jade, Frank? Oh. Yeah, I was asking if because it's like we normally see Dr. Jade, but he's harder to get an appointment with. And like and I think what happened was the last when he got the referral, I think they messed up on the referral and they referred him to a foot doctor. And the foot doctor calls and they were like, "Well, we only do wound care like below the ankle." And I told him like, you need to talk to the doctor. They should be able to refer you to somebody that
Hmm.
that will do the leg. So so it sounds like he got the referral. Yes. Because I mean, his leg looks bad. I don't even like seeing it.
Right.
But I mean, like overall, like his leg feels better than what it did before the surgery. Okay, so Julie says she loves seeing Biscuit. Yep, Julie's his number one fan. She says, I am not working well, dishes and laundry, laughing out loud.
Hmm.
And Carol says, finishing up putting the pockets on the pocket shawls for commissioned items. Awesome. Let's see. Iris joined us, and let's see if anyone else did. And Joanne Doylan. How are y'all doing, and what are y'all working on? Okay. Let me get back to where I was. And Nisi says, I'm totally about the popcorn. We watch movies at home. I don't like crowds. Yeah, I don't like crowds either.
I don't either. Not really.
Okay. Okay, Carol, the question was, do you prefer movie candy or a popcorn and why? And Nisi says, plus way too expensive. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like it's expensive now to get into the movies.
Hmm.
And then like our movie theater in town, I don't know, like the one we have in town, it's pretty run down and they did remodel it, so it's not like as bad as it used to be, but it used to be you had like torn up chairs and I
Wow.
mean, yeah, it was bad.
I couldn't even tell you what ours looks like anymore because I haven't been in so long. But I know the last time that I did go, just the ticket was like, I don't know, probably almost $15 a piece just to get in. And then your popcorn and drink or whatever you were getting, it was like almost twice as much as it was for the ticket to get in there.
It's cheaper to get a Redbox movie.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times you you can get like half off and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I remember when you used to be able to get the free codes. I love getting
Yeah.
the free codes.
I haven't gotten a red box in a long time either, though. I have a Fire Stick, so I just most of the time just rent them right off of there if I'm gonna watch a movie. I don't watch movies a whole lot though. I'm more of a like a series show kind of person.
But yeah, I haven't gotten a Redbox in a while.
I haven't even seen one in a while. Actually, they started taking them out around here because we had several, and then I think the only place that I know of that is we still have one is at the grocery store. Because we had them at our dollar stores, the grocery stores. They had them a bunch of places, and then they started taking them out.
And then I remember like the Redbox movies by Mayo, which you can still get
Mhm.
that too.
Hmm.
And Julie saying last movie she saw was Deadpool with her son. And Warren says popcorn mixed with chocolate covered raisins. I understand your reasoning, Connie.
Mhm.
But it's true. I mean, it's like stuff like that just ooh. And Nancy says I would fall asleep with recliners. Yeah, I might too. But it would be comfortable. And Regina says Sour Patch Kids. And Sharon says Finding Dory was the last movie I went to see. I don't e- I'm trying to remember the last one I saw.
I don't even remember the last one I saw.
I do not remember. And Kaylina says I have made 4 Kentucky Derby pies with chocolate chips and pecans and 2 gingerbread cake. Yummy. Awesome.
That's making me hungry.
Yeah, she was posting pictures of her pies on Facebook over the weekend.
It sounds good.
Thank you, Kaylina. And let's see. Oh, Laura has to go shovel some snow. Have fun. Hope you have a good day.
I wish we could get some snow to have to shovel. It don't ever snow down here.
Yeah, it's like really rare here. And even when it does, it's more like an icy snow.
Hmm.
It's not like snow like you see up north. It,
Right.
it, it's it's kind of different. And then when we had that snowstorm last year, it was like our porch got all iced up.
Oh gosh.
It was like a layer of ice.
Wow. The last time that I even remember it snowing here, I think was uh, like maybe 94. No, it had to have snowed in the 2000s one time, I think. But it only lasts for like a day when it does.
Hmm.
And it just goes away. And I remember I know it snowed in 94 because I was still little and my daddy went outside and got me a snowball and we put it in the freezer to save it.
Yeah, the first time I saw snow, I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was the first time. And then I remember me and my brother, like, we were hearing from other people that it was snowing, you know. So me and my brother go to try to chase down the snow, which was really not the smartest thing to do, not in Louisiana. But it's like, yeah, it was like, we want to see the snow. And then
Yeah.
it finally started snowing at our house, though, but chase the snow. Okay, Sandra says grandson got me hooked on popcorns with M&M in it, sweet and salty. And Carol says movie candy that I buy at the Dollar Tree. Normally I would say popcorn, but I can't eat it because of my braces. It's snowing again for Nisi too. Laura Lee says they just plowed her in. I'll have to wait for my son to bring the snow blower.
Oh,
Oh, and let's see. Wow, Laura Lee saying the nearest movie theater is over 100 miles away.
wow.
And Carol says we have a place in Austin, Texas called Flex. They serve craft beer and food. It's the best. Oh, and Angela's here. Hi, Angela. How are you? And she's drinking water and she's working on knitting her socks heels. Awesome. And it looks like we got a spammer. And Nisi says we got huge snowflakes happening right now. Ooh, yeah, get some pictures, Nisi, because I will be doing a snow themed video, probably like the end of January or sometime in February. So if y'all get snow, take pictures. Oh, and Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? And what are you working on? And let's see. Regina says we get all kinds of snow up here in the mountains. Ooh, the mountains with snow. Ooh, that's gorgeous. And Brenda says it may snow here in northern California tomorrow, but it's been raining, so probably won't stick or last long. Yeah, and that's the thing with us, that it either gets like too cold, or like the rain's too much. It's like getting that perfect mixture for snow doesn't happen often in Louisiana. Okay, Nisi says that she's doing it now, sending taking pictures. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. I love seeing like pictures. Like when y'all send pictures in, I don't know. I love it. Y'all can probably tell since I like doing picture videos a lot. Amanda says, I'm good. Just woke up actually. I just started working on my oldest son's blanket the other day. Awesome. Okay. So let's see. We probably have enough time for one more question and then we'll wrap up. Um I think it's my turn, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all gonna love this one.
Yeah.
So does the toilet paper go over or under? I say over, and actually the patent for toilet paper does show it going over. But but my opinion is you do what you want to do. So how about you, Heather?
Well, I say under. But, I mean, when I'm sitting there and, I need the toilet paper, I tend to roll it this way. So off of the roll. So it just works better if it's under for me.
But I'm gonna say, really, it's what works best for you.
Right.
But if you want to get technical, the patent does show it over.
It does. I will agree with that. It does.
Sandra says over. Oh, Julie just ordered a Santa sack from Lion Brand. Ooh, I want one of these days. I'm finally gonna order me one.
I can never catch them. They're always
Like,
gone.
I'm hoping next year that I can get me one.
I want one
Oh,
too.
and I should be like I should be monetized by then, which really should be by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But and so then I'll have a little extra money so I can buy like yarn more, especially when they have like the deals online.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because I told Frank, yeah, when I get my first check from YouTube, I'm buying yarn. And
Yep.
he's like that he's like, I expect you to.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yep.
I'll probably use some for a giveaway, and then the rest I'll buy you.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to do another giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers.
Awesome.
And I have so much to give away.
Yeah, my monetization party and my potiversary, which will be combined. Yeah, there's going to be lots of prizes because I'm going to be asking other content creators like if they're willing to make donations and all. So
That'll be awesome.
that's gonna be coming pretty soon. I'm so ready.
Oh, I know you are.
Let's see. Julie and Sharon say over. Julie says she just ordered now. She's never gotten one before. But yeah, next year I want to get me a Santa sack.
I want me one too. I've tried to get them before, but they're always gone before because they only have so many that they do, I think, or something like that. And they're always gone. Even like the mystery boxes and stuff that certain, you know, my mind blanked. Certain like yarn companies and stuff do. Um, I can't ever get a hold of one of them either. It's like they go like that.
And that's what I'm waiting for. I go to get one and it's like, nope, they're out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or like another thing too, I really want to catch like next year, the Lion Brand sale when they have their big clearance sale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this year I want to catch that sale. I
Right.
got a little bit last year, but like I'd like to be able to like order a good amount when they do it.
Mm-hmm. I like some of the Lion Brand yarns, but I prefer the Premier yarns. I like Premier yarns better than Lion Brand. There's a few of the Lion Brand like I don't even remember what it is, but like the Ferris wheel yarn, the cakes. I like those. I like a few certain brands of Lion Brand yarn, but I like a lot of the Premier yarn. And then I love Karen cakes. Karen cakes are like my all-time favorite. I like cake yarn, period, though.
See, another clearance that I would love to get in on would be Hobby Lobby.
Hmm.
But like a Lafayette, which probably not that likely. And what's worse is you don't know what you're gonna find when you
Hmm.
go.
Hmm.
I prefer when I can get deals online. It's
Yeah,
just easier
it's so much more convenient. So much more.
because the only place that sells yarn in my town is Walmart.
Walmart never has that great of a selection of yarn to me. I know mine, I mean, it's like not even as big as my bookshelves behind me. Their selection of yarn. It just is not. But I mean, you can order offline and their selection is bigger, but
Mhm.
that's still ordering offline. So,
But it's like for the yarn stores, you got to go 45 minutes to an hour
yeah.
out.
Well, see, even here in my town, I have Michael's, I have Hobby Lobby, I have Joann's, and then of course we have two Walmarts and two Dollar Trees. But with all of them, their yarn selections, you still get more if you go to their site and order offline, because in store they just don't have that big of a selection at any of them. And I'm like within 20 to 30 minutes of all of them. I live within like 20 to 30 minutes of all of them. And so if they actually had it in store, it'd be a lot more convenient for me than having to actually wait for the stuff to come in the mail. But they just don't. So I just order.
And another thing I find, like Hobby Lobby, like if you go online, you don't get the deals online like you do in the actual store.
You'll get the 30% off when they do their week of the 30% off, but that's about it. Them clearance ones, it's hard to get the clearance where they clearance yarn out.
And let's see, Barbara says both over unless you have cats, then under unless you want the paper all over the floor. So who has the kitties that attack the toilet paper?
Yep. I most definitely do.
And there's one picture that I sometimes put in my intro where Allie got a hold of the toilet paper in the bathroom sink. Now, when we had our cat Izzy, she loved the toilet paper. She was always getting into the toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
But now that my cats are older, they don't really get into it anymore. They prefer to sleep and chill.
Yeah. Mine likes to sleep during the day and then go wild at night.
But I think mine are pretty quiet at night too.
Really? Well, mine, she's still a kitten. She's only like 7 months old. And then I actually just wound up with her mama too. So she's still adjusting to being here. So she's not really doing too much of anything right now. She's still trying to get used to everything here. So, and she's not ever been around dogs very much. And I have two small dogs. I have a Pomeranian and a Dorky, and they're loud. They yap a lot, and the mama cat don't like that.
See, Allie is about 5, and I think Sophie is around 4. She might be a little younger. She might be like 3.5. I don't know. I lose track of time, and I don't know exactly when my cats were actually born. I know Allie was born in August. I know that much. But like Sophie, I know she was about 8 months old when we got her. She my big baby. Oh, and yesterday she wanted Frank.
Oh.
She loves her some Frank. She really does. Okay, Carol saying over. Okay, Amanda has a giveaway going right now, so y'all go check her giveaway out. Brenda says she always misses that sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm determined this year I want to get that sale. I'm trying to remember what month do they usually do the big sale? Do y'all know?
There's somebody that always, maybe that's Hirschner's. I was gonna say they usually do one around June, like midsummer, June, July. They do like a warehouse sale, but that may be Hirschner's. I'm not sure. It could be
Yeah.
Lifetime.
And Vicky says the Santa sacks are $19.99 right now.
When we get off here, I'm gonna try to go see can I get one, but I bet you it's gonna say that they are gone.
And Laura Lee says there's a lot more snow than I thought, probably 6 or 7 inches. Wow. I'll have to shovel a little at a time so I don't give myself a heart attack.
Gosh.
Good luck with the snow.
Yeah.
And Carol's wondering what Lion Brand's doing for shipping. I don't know exactly, but I know Lion Brand charges shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would do free shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, free shipping's always a plus.
And Julie says, "I love the Lion Brand clearance sale. I order way too much."
I always order too much on
Okay.
anything I order.
So we're all caught up in the chat. So is there anything you'd like to say before we say our goodbyes, Heather?
I just want to thank everybody that have thrown the yarn my way, and thanks for joining us in this live chat and live video. I appreciate Connie inviting me to be a part of it, and it was nice to meet everybody and chat with y'all. And I've really enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed having you, Heather, and thank you for coming live with me. And thank you everybody for watching today's live and those that will be watching on replay. And I think that pretty much covers it. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, I'm probably going to be doing this tomorrow. I need to redraw 2 winners for my last pattern giveaway. I never heard from 2 of the winners from that one. And also I need to redraw the semifinalists for the birthday Daigo's birthday angels giveaway. I never heard from that winner who was also, but that one was also a winner on the pattern one too. So I had a feeling that I probably wasn't going to hear from her. So I will be picking new winners and getting the videos up sometime tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, Laura Lee says the shipping for 2 Santa sacks for her was $7. Okay. So anyway, I hope everyone has a fabulous yarny day. Be the light and bye.
Bye.